What the fuck is up, guys? I am back with another video, and this video is kind of special to me because I'm gonna show you guys a little glimpse into my creative process and what that looks like. Now I'm gonna be taking you guys step by step through it. Now, granted, I am someone who I feel like I consider myself not to be very creative, to be honest with you. I don't consider myself to be very talented either. Because there's just, when you go out and meet people, especially in music, you just feel like some people are fucking chosen by God themselves with their abilities. But I'm here to show you guys that you don't have to be born with talent. You just have to work through the process. And if you trust the process, then something will come out of it. Sometimes it's definitely not going to be your best work, but consistency, determination, and just working on it over and over again outbeats talent in my book any day of the week. Hard work beats talent every single time if you work hard enough. Now, creativity, a lot of people are mistaken by thinking creativity is just a spark. It just happens and it's like that. You just come out with great ideas flowing here and there. But no, real creativity is basically wanting to pull your hair out and wanting to, maybe I'm being dramatic, but kill yourself and feeling like, wow, I cannot make anything and I'm the most uncreative person in the world. To me, that is the creative process. Going from that to making something you're like, this is the most amazing shit ever, to then again not liking it at all and hearing 20 different flaws that you need to change. So to boil it down, in my perspective, creativity is the art of editing and re-editing and editing again. Just constantly changing and working on the product till eventually, at least for me, it feels like this is quite literally the best I can do with my current abilities. And then at that point, it's just letting it go and releasing it out into the world and posting it so you can't touch it anymore. Because there are always technically ways to make it better. Nothing's ever perfect. But at a certain point, I reach, with any sort of beat or song that I'm working on, I reach a point where I'm just listening to them. If someone else were to play this for me, I would hella fuck with it. And I would probably have it on repeat. And to me, if one of my beats or one of my songs, if I can't listen to it at least 100 times on repeat over and over again, then it's not good enough. Then that means there's no replayability, and that means there's no one else out in the world. If I can't fuck with my own shit, why would anyone else fuck with it? So that's kind of my perspective going into it, and I'm gonna show you guys just how I get started. Normally, I like to listen to different songs and genres and artists, and usually that will spark something in me and just get the juices flowing, be inspired by the greats. So let's vibe to music together for a bit.
Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Get my stain up. I can't be the sidekick. That's a launch and I won't ever need no side. Pick up the slack from the wickedness. Straight up. Bitch, I'm something. How many bitches are suffering? Tell me, is this real to you? 'Cause I can feel. No time, set up, fuck you, won't kill my vibe. Stand on when they don't know my side. It's just me and you. We don't have to scream, not to prove it. Okay, so fuck online. I wanna fuck my thigh. Give me head online. I'm fucked up over you. I'm stressing, yeah, I'm fucked up over you.
Check out this little gadget I got. Now I can show you guys how to do it hands-free. Anyways, I have GarageBand or fucking BandLab already loaded up. The green shit on top is the beat. I'll play it out for you guys right now so you can see what it sounds like. Okay. Anyways, it's giving me some reggaeton vibes. It's a bit house music-y, which I feel like is perfect for the club. Now, ignore all this shit because this is just me earlier trying to freestyle off of it while my phone was charging, and I'll show you guys. BandLab is so nice because you can have all your lyrics right here. Now, I don't have any lyrics yet. I call this word vomit. Now, I just come up with words that sound similar in my head and just write them all down so I can use them later, see if they fit into any lyrics. It just makes it easier to try to come up with rhymes. Now, the first step in the process usually for me is to find a good flow. Now, these days, in my opinion, I feel like most people don't even really be listening to the lyrics as much anymore. What matters now, I feel like, is more the melody and the flow, your cadence, the delivery. Because if you look at some of the biggest artists like Playboi Carti or Future or even Kodak Black, if I'm being honest, when I listen to their lyrics, I'm like, what the fuck are you even saying? You're not really saying anything. But their delivery is on point, their flow's on point, so much that everybody likes it anyways. So that kind of shows how important, at least to my eyes, that flow is over lyrics. At least to start off with when maybe you're not the best at lyrical writing. Now, I've been working on my pen game, so hopefully I'm leveling up. But as a beginner starting out, your pen game probably isn't going to be that good. You're probably not coming up with the best lyrics. So what is important is to find a flow that you like. Find something that at least sonically sounds good to you over the beat. Now, with this beat, it's kind of a slow start, so I'm thinking kind of singing into it, and then let's play it. Let's see what we come up with. When you're freestyling, if you're not good at it yet, which I'm not very good at freestyling, I think it's important to listen to the beat and try to listen to different components of the beat. So listen to the drums and just try to match that with your voice. And once you find like a flow or like a rhythm that in the beat that you like, so for me, I'm listening to mainly the drums, the kicks, and the hi-hats, and just follow that. And then just start adding words and start mumbling. To me, once you start mumbling, eventually words will kind of flow out. So like, treat me like wet tea. Don't get me dirty. Treat me like wet tea. Don't get me dirty. So that was simple. I was just saying, treat me like white tea. Don't get me dirty. And honestly, I think I might just make that the hook of the song. So you saw how easy that was, just and now that turned into treat me like white tea. And that, I got the flow from the beat itself. I didn't even come up with that on my own. So now the process, for me at least, is I'll show you guys the studio setup. Now my studio setup isn't that fancy. I just open my closet, grab my mic, plug it in, and prop the mic up right here. Now, the good thing about BandLab is because it's on your phone, honestly, I'd be recording anywhere. One time I was being an asshole and I was recording on the plane as I was flying. I think the people around me really hated me. But I try my best to be quiet. Anyways, that's what I love about BandLab, honestly. To start, all you really need is just a pair of headphones and an iPhone. The iPhone mic quality is actually really good, and I feel like it's underrated. If you're in a quiet setting, in your room by yourself, or even in your car, you can just record using your phone. You don't even need a mic. Now me, I have a mic. This is just $30 I bought off of Amazon. Honestly, you don't need the best quality, you just need something that can catch clear vocals. So I'm gonna set up my little studio real quick. Here's the studio setup. I literally just put my mic in here and I use my hangers to secure the mic. So it's pretty jank, but it's at a good height for me. And then I just have my laptop right here. So the little studio setup, I have it in the closet because I feel like my clothes kind of dampen the rest of the sound, so provide a little bit of sound isolation. Not much, but I feel like it helps. This thing on top of the mic is a little cover. It just cuts out the harsh P's and T's sounds, so it helps dampen those a bit. That way it's not as aggressive. I'm back. Now, I've just been off camera. I've just been typing a bit, as you guys can see. I got some lyrics down now. I was just freestyling a bit. And I think I'm gonna sing a little bit for the intro, like, I'm running to you. Some shit like that. And then for the main thing, I'm gonna have treat me like wet tea. Don't get me dirty. So I already have the basis for it, and honestly, I'm gonna just record and then play the finished product for you guys. So far, what I have so far. All right, so I'm a bit tired now. I've been working on the song off camera a bit. And now, mind you, this is a half finished product. Only halfway done. It's not mixed properly or anything of that sort. But I hope you guys can see the general vision and see how you start from nothing, how I started in the beginning to ending with something. Maybe not necessarily the best, but hey, it's the creative process that works. I'm gonna work on this off camera a lot before I put it out to the public again officially. But you guys get to hear that little snippet right now. I'm running to you. She said, baby, choose. Take the red or the blue. Therefore, I'm running you. Treat me like white tea. Don't make me dirty. Treat me like white tea. Don't get me dirty. Treat me like white tea. Don't get me dirty. Treat me like white tea. Bitch, it is berry and we're kissing already. Your pussy is pretty, it's feeling luxury. Hands wrapped around your waist, pulling you in close. Lips so juicy, kissing you, I might just overdose. Looking you in the eyes, I'ma see you so up close. You so sexy, every angle look like it's a pose. Close to my hotel, start taking out your clothes. Give you company, you say you're feeling alone. Treat you like a queen, I'm your king on the throne. Italy, then France, Barcelona, and then Rome. Making sweet love with you in every part of the world. She said, baby, I get wet when I smell your cologne. Yes, baby, just like that, keep that same tone. Moan in my ear that you're getting kinda close. That you're getting kinda close. Tell me you're getting close. All right, thank you guys for following along. But that was it. That was a creative process. You guys saw how I started off with nothing to then getting inspired by listening to music. Now, you can get inspiration from anything, really. I usually get my musical inspiration from other musicians. Now, sometimes I get inspired just from taking a walk outside, or it can be literally whatever inspires you. And it can be used for all art forms. It doesn't have to just be music. It can be poetry. It can be just writing. It can be painting, drawing, whatever your creative pursuit is. Draw inspiration from something, whether it is external or internal. And then from there, find some sort of way to write those ideas down. For me, I choose to do word vomit, where I just write down, like how I showed you, just a ton of words that rhyme together. And then from there, I build my lyrics to fit my flow that I find that I like. And then from there, it's just an editing process. I keep the lyrics that I like. I cut out the ones that I don't. I find out which ones fit the best, which ones kind of follow a story to a bit. Because you don't want just random lyrics. You still want it to have some sort of flow, building up to something, some sort of storytelling a bit. At least that's my style. And freestyling, writing, re-editing, and then it's just delivery from there. And I showed you guys, at least with music on BandLab, you can literally do it from anywhere. You can do it in your fucking car. If you don't have a car, do it in your room. If you don't have either of those things, just go outside and find a nice quiet spot where no one will disturb you, in a park or somewhere, and just do it there. And then with GarageBand or with BandLab, it has a really nice feature. You can denoise. So you can, even if there's a little bit sounds here and there, you can just cut those out with that function. But you guys saw how I went from nothing to something. And while what I have right now isn't the final product, of course. It isn't perfect yet, and probably never will be perfect. But if you guys follow along, I'm going to keep working on the song off camera, and you'll see how it transforms into even these rougher vocal takes to something a lot more polished, something a lot more pleasing to listen to. And you could already tell how there's already that basis for a song there. And that's about it. It's really not that hard. You just have to get off your ass and do something. And if someone like me, who's uncreative and has never made music a day in his life other than a couple months ago, if I can do it, so can you. So peace and love, have a good night, and I'll catch you guys later.